When a Sigma male enters extreme survival mode, something extraordinary happens. This is when his true essence emerges, unshaken by chaos, unbothered by doubt, and unstoppable in pursuit of his goals. Unlike others, a Sigma doesn't crumble under pressure. Instead, he adapts, strategizes, and thrives in silence, finding strength in his independence and power in his solitude. You're not bound by society's rules or expectations. You chart your own path. This resilience is what sets you apart, and in survival mode it becomes your greatest weapon. Whether it's overcoming life's toughest challenges or outsmarting the odds, you were built for this. This video will uncover how you, as a Sigma, can unlock this heightened state of focus, adaptability, and mastery. It's not just about surviving. It's about emerging stronger, sharper, and more unstoppable than ever. Watch now to discover what makes you the Sigma in control of your destiny. Number 1. Hyper-aware of his environment. When a Sigma male enters survival mode, his awareness of his environment transforms into something extraordinary. It's as if the noise of the world fades, leaving only the vital details that others miss. He notices the subtle shift in someone's tone, the way a glance lingers too long, or the slightest change in his surroundings. These aren't random observations, they're tools he uses to assess, adapt, and respond with precision. This heightened situational awareness is not a superpower. It's a skill honed by his constant need to observe, analyze, and understand. Unlike those who rely on groupthink or follow pre-written scripts, the Sigma male operates on raw instinct and calculated reasoning. He doesn't just see what's happening, he understands why, what might come next, and how to position himself for the best outcome. When others panic, freeze, or act impulsively, the Sigma remains calm, reading the room like an open book. A quick glance at someone's posture tells him whether they're confident or unsure. The faintest sound in the distance warns him of incoming trouble. Even in chaos, his mind cuts through distractions, giving him the clarity to make decisions that seem effortless but are grounded in deep understanding. This level of awareness isn't about paranoia, it's about preparation. He's not controlled by his environment, he controls how he interacts with it. And because he trusts his instincts and respects his ability to adapt, he moves through challenges with an efficiency that leaves others bewildered. In extreme situations, this ability becomes his greatest weapon. While others struggle to make sense of what's happening, the Sigma male is already 10 steps ahead, outmaneuvering problems before they fully materialize. This is why he survives and thrives where others falter, Number 2, adapts like a chameleon. When a Sigma male enters survival mode, his adaptability becomes his sharpest weapon. He's like a chameleon, able to shift his demeanor, tone, or approach to blend seamlessly into any environment or group. This ability isn't about being fake or manipulative, it's about survival. In a world where rigid behavior can spell failure, the Sigma thrives by remaining fluid and unpredictable. In a hostile situation, he knows how to stay under the radar, becoming practically invisible to potential threats. He observes quietly, picking up on the unspoken rules and dynamics of the environment. Then, without missing a beat, he adjusts his behavior to match the situation, whether it's appearing unassuming in a room full of dominant personalities or stepping up as a calm, decisive presence when leadership is needed. But adaptability isn't just about blending in, it's also about standing out when the moment calls for it. The Sigma male can shift from quiet observer to influential ally in an instant. This makes him incredibly valuable to those around him, even if they can't fully grasp how he's doing it. Allies appreciate his insight and flexibility, while adversaries find it nearly impossible to predict his next move. This ability to adapt isn't rooted in deception, it comes from his acute understanding of human nature and his surroundings. He doesn't conform out of weakness but out of strategy, using his adaptability to navigate challenges that would leave others stuck. The Sigma knows that survival isn't about being the strongest or loudest. It's about knowing when to blend in, when to stand out, and when to disappear altogether. His flexibility keeps him one step ahead, turning uncertainty into opportunity and making him a master of any situation. Number 3, master of improvisation. When a Sigma male enters survival mode, his ability to improvise becomes a game changer. Traditional solutions, societal rules, and standard norms no longer hold value for him. Instead, he operates on instinct, ingenuity, and an unwavering determination to make things work. In situations where others are paralyzed by uncertainty or bound by convention, the Sigma male thrives by thinking outside the box. He has an innate talent for turning obstacles into opportunities. Need a tool but don't have one? He'll fashion it from whatever's available, facing a problem no one else can solve. He'll create a workaround that seems almost effortless. His ability to adapt on the fly allows him to navigate situations that would leave others stuck or defeated. But improvisation isn't just about physical solutions, it's a mental game as well. The Sigma is a master strategist, capable of forming unexpected alliances or using unconventional tactics to outmaneuver challenges. He doesn't follow a script or rely on textbook answers because he knows every situation is unique. Instead, he draws on his resourcefulness, crafting solutions that are as creative as they are effective. What sets him apart is his willingness to let go of rigidity. While others waste time trying to force conventional methods to work, the Sigma moves with fluidity, embracing the unpredictability of his circumstances. His mind is always several steps ahead, envisioning possibilities others wouldn't even consider. Number 3. Uncompromising morality, or lack of it. When a Sigma male enters survival mode, his sense of morality shifts in ways that may surprise those who think they know him. Normally guided by a strong internal code of ethics, he operates in a world of principles rather than imposed rules. However, when survival is on the line, that code becomes fluid, adapting to the harsh realities of the moment. In these situations, morality isn't discarded, it's recalibrated. If the choice is between sticking to ideals and securing survival, the Sigma male will choose survival every time. This shift isn't made lightly or without thought. He is fully aware of the weight of his actions and the potential fallout. The Sigma doesn't hide from these decisions or try to justify them to others. Instead, he accepts the consequences, knowing that survival sometimes demands actions others might find uncomfortable or even ruthless. To him, there is no room for self-deception. He operates in the raw truth of what needs to be done. This willingness to tread into morally gray areas isn't driven by a lack of values, but by pragmatism. A Sigma male knows that rigid morality can be a luxury, one that doesn't always survive extreme circumstances. If breaking the rules, severing ties, or taking a seemingly ruthless path ensures safety or success, he won't hesitate. Yet, even in these moments, there's a sense of integrity. The Sigma male remains guided by a higher purpose, to survive, protect what matters most, and come out stronger. While others may struggle with guilt or indecision, he moves forward with clarity, accepting the darker sides of himself as part of the cost of resilience. In survival mode, the Sigma male's morality isn't gone. It's transformed into something sharp, unyielding, and deeply personal. Number 4. A predator in the shadows. When a Sigma male enters survival mode, he transitions from silent observer to a calculated predator. This isn't about blind aggression or reckless behavior, it's about precision, focus, and an unrelenting pursuit of his goals. In this state, every move he makes is intentional, with no wasted energy or unnecessary actions. He strikes only when the timing is perfect, ensuring maximum impact with minimal effort. The Sigma male's strength lies in his ability to remain unseen until he chooses to act. While others broadcast their intentions or rely on brute force, the Sigma works in the shadows, gathering information, analyzing weaknesses, and positioning himself advantageously. He's patient, understanding that the key to success often lies in waiting for the right moment rather than forcing an outcome. This predator-like mindset isn't driven by a desire to dominate or destroy. It's about survival and efficiency. If a confrontation is unavoidable, the Sigma doesn't hesitate. He approaches it with cold precision, focusing solely on achieving his objective. There's no room for ego or unnecessary theatrics. His actions are swift, deliberate, and often leave others stunned by their effectiveness. What sets him apart is his ability to balance his predator instincts with restraint. He doesn't act out of anger or impulse, but from a place of strategy and control. This makes him not just dangerous but nearly impossible to predict. Those who underestimate him often find themselves outmaneuvered before they even realize what's happening. Number 5. Becomes an information magnet. When a Sigma male enters survival mode, he becomes a magnet for information, absorbing and processing data at a pace that seems almost unnatural. His mind is constantly scanning, analyzing, and evaluating everything around him, whether it's through keen observation, meticulous research, or his sharp intuition. He takes in every detail, no matter how small, and stores it, knowing that the right piece of information could make all the difference in a critical situation. This ability isn't just about being a quick learner. It's about being an expert at connecting the dots. The Sigma male doesn't just gather information for the sake of it. He sees patterns, links, and hidden truths that others miss. Where most people see random facts or noise, the Sigma sees a roadmap, a strategy that will help him navigate the challenges ahead. Whether he's quietly observing people's behaviors, reading between the lines of a conversation, or sifting through data, he processes it with lightning speed. This vast pool of information then forms the foundation for his decisions. Every move he makes is based on a deep understanding of his environment, his adversaries, and his allies. What makes this skill so powerful is its subtlety. The Sigma male doesn't flaunt his knowledge or show off his insights. Instead, he uses them quietly, efficiently, and often to outmaneuver those who are unaware of the advantage he holds. His decisions are always informed, strategic, and calculated, making him an unpredictable force. In survival mode, information is the Sigma male's greatest asset. He turns it into a weapon that guides him through even the most complex or dangerous situations. And because he processes it faster and more effectively than most, he's always one step ahead, making decisions that others wouldn't even consider. Number 6. Breaks all rules, intentionally. When a Sigma male enters survival mode, his tendency to break the rules takes on a whole new dimension. Normally, he's someone who doesn't play by society's conventions, preferring to carve his own path rather than follow the crowd. But in survival mode, this rebellious streak doesn't just persist, it intensifies. The Sigma male understands that the world isn't always fair, and sometimes the traditional rules are the very things holding him back from achieving his goals. In these moments, he doesn't hesitate to break barriers, challenge norms, or disregard laws if it means advancing his position or ensuring his survival. It's not that he lacks a moral compass, it's that he recognizes the constraints of conventional thinking. When the stakes are high and every decision counts, he will do whatever is necessary, even if it makes others uncomfortable or challenges the status quo. His willingness to break the rules isn't driven by recklessness or a desire for chaos, but by the understanding that survival isn't a game with a set of clear-cut rules. The Sigma male doesn't wait for permission or seek approval. He takes action based on what's most effective in the moment. If bending or breaking the rules is the key to success, then he does it with absolute conviction, fully aware of the risks and consequences. This tendency makes him unpredictable to those who are bound by tradition or afraid of stepping outside the lines. While they cling to structure and order, the Sigma male thrives in uncertainty, knowing that success often comes from challenging the very systems that others blindly follow. In survival mode, the Sigma male doesn't ask for permission to break the rules. He simply does what's necessary to succeed, no matter the cost. Number 7. Prioritizes efficiency over emotion. When a Sigma male enters survival mode, efficiency becomes his guiding principle, and emotions take a back seat. It's not that he doesn't feel, he does. But in moments of crisis, he knows emotions can cloud judgment. He focuses on what needs to be done, cutting through the noise and sentimentality that often hold others back. For him, survival isn't about what feels good or right in the moment. It's about what works. This ability to detach emotionally is what sets him apart. He doesn't waste time agonizing over decisions or second-guessing himself. If a relationship, habit, or comfort is weighing him down, he'll let it go without hesitation. It's not an act of coldness, but one of clarity. The Sigma male understands that carrying unnecessary baggage can mean the difference between moving forward and being stuck. This mindset also allows him to take calculated risks others wouldn't dare to consider. He's not reckless. Every decision is grounded in logic and foresight. He'll do what others are too afraid or too emotional to attempt because he's focused solely on results. While others hesitate, debating what-ifs or worrying about opinions, the Sigma has already acted and is on to the next step. People may misunderstand this as being ruthless or unemotional, but it's simply his way of staying grounded and effective under pressure. In extreme situations, there's no time for hesitation, and the Sigma male knows this better than anyone. His ability to prioritize efficiency over emotion isn't just a skill. It's a survival mechanism that allows him to thrive where others crumble. And when the dust settles, he emerges stronger, not because he avoided feelings, but because he knew exactly when to set them aside. Number 8. Silent but calculated leadership. When the Sigma male steps into extreme situations, leadership often finds him, not the other way around. Unlike traditional leaders who command attention or seek recognition, the Sigma operates in quiet confidence, letting his actions and decisions speak for themselves. He doesn't raise his voice to demand authority or give flashy speeches to inspire others. Instead, his clear-headed strategies and calm demeanor naturally draw people in, often without them realizing they're following his lead. This type of leadership is not about ego or control, it's about necessity. The Sigma doesn't seek the spotlight or care for titles, but when chaos erupts, his ability to assess the situation and act decisively sets him apart. Others, overwhelmed by confusion or fear, instinctively gravitate toward his stability. His presence alone can calm the storm, and his calculated approach ensures that every move is intentional and effective. A Sigma male leads by example, not by imposing his will. He's the type to step up and solve the problem while others are still debating. His ability to stay composed under pressure and think several steps ahead makes him the kind of leader people trust without question. They may not even realize they're following his plan because he doesn't micromanage or seek validation. What truly sets a Sigma apart is his focus on outcomes rather than recognition. He doesn't need applause or loyalty, he simply wants to get things done. In extreme situations, this silent but calculated leadership becomes a beacon for those who lack direction. The Sigma's strength lies in his ability to lead without trying, guiding others through his clarity, competence, and quiet resolve. Number 9. Radical self-reliance. When a Sigma male enters survival mode, his independence becomes unshakable. Self-reliance isn't just a choice for him, it's a necessity, ingrained in his very core. He knows the stakes are too high to place his trust in anyone else. It's not arrogance or mistrust, but a firm understanding that his survival and success rest solely in his hands. For the Sigma, depending on others means exposing himself to potential failure, and that's a risk he's unwilling to take. This radical self-reliance often pushes him to extremes. He'll endure sleepless nights, physical exhaustion, and mental strain without complaint because he knows the alternative is worse, being unprepared or caught off guard. His body and mind become tools, and he hones them relentlessly, pushing past limits that would break others. Whether it's learning new skills, solving impossible problems, or adapting to harsh conditions, the Sigma male refuses to stop until he's figured it out himself. What sets this apart from mere stubbornness is the clarity behind it. He doesn't reject help out of pride, but because he trusts himself more than anyone else. He takes full accountability for his actions, knowing that when he succeeds, it's entirely because of his own effort. And if he fails, he alone will bear the consequences, a responsibility he welcomes. This mindset may seem isolating, but for the Sigma, it's empowering. It grants him the freedom to act without hesitation and the confidence to face any challenge head-on. He doesn't waste time waiting for rescue or relying on others to fix his problems. In survival mode, his self-reliance becomes his greatest strength, a quiet force that keeps him moving forward when others would falter. For the Sigma, being alone isn't a weakness, it's his superpower. Number 10. Focuses on core essentials. When a Sigma male enters survival mode, his priorities shift entirely to the core essentials. Gone are the distractions of materialistic or superficial pursuits. What others consider important becomes irrelevant. In his mind, Survival is not about status, luxury, or appearances. It's about securing what truly matters. Food, shelter, safety, and essential resources take center stage, and anything that doesn't serve those needs is swiftly discarded. This intense focus isn't born out of desperation, but from a clear understanding of what's necessary. The Sigma has no time for frivolity or excess when the stakes are high. He strips his life down to its most critical components, cutting out anything that drains his energy or divides his attention. Whether it's unnecessary possessions, unproductive habits, or even toxic relationships, he ruthlessly eliminates them to free up space for what truly counts. This mindset also extends to how he spends his time and energy. Every action he takes is deliberate and purposeful. He won't waste resources on fleeting comforts or entertain distractions that don't contribute to his survival. While others cling to luxuries or chase short-term gratification, the Sigma builds a foundation that ensures long-term security and resilience. This approach not only helps him survive, but also thrive. By focusing on the essentials, he develops a clarity and efficiency that others struggle to achieve. It's not about deprivation, it's about precision. In survival mode, the Sigma male becomes a master of prioritization, ensuring that every move he makes brings him closer to stability and strength. His ability to let go of the unnecessary allows him to move faster, think clearer, and achieve more when it matters most. For the Sigma, simplicity isn't a sacrifice, it's a strategy. If you've stuck with us until the end, you've just gotten a glimpse of what happens when a Sigma male enters extreme survival mode. It's not about aggression or chaos. It's about clarity, efficiency, and an unshakable focus on what truly matters. When the world feels like it's crumbling around him, the Sigma male adapts, recalibrates, and rises stronger. He doesn't rely on anyone else to save him. He knows that the only way to survive and thrive is by trusting in himself and his ability to think on his feet. So if you recognize these traits in yourself, take pride in them. You might not always fit into traditional molds or follow the crowd, but that's your power. Your independence, strategic thinking, and ability to adapt to any situation make you a force to be reckoned with. There's no need to apologize for your self-reliance, your calculated decisions, or your willingness to break away from the pack when it's necessary. These qualities aren't weaknesses, they're your superpowers. As a Sigma male, your ability to think outside the box, conserve your energy, and navigate life on your own terms will always set you apart. Embrace it. You don't need anyone's validation to know that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Keep honing these skills, and when life throws you into survival mode, you'll be more than ready. Thanks for watching and for sticking through this deep dive into what happens when the Sigma male kicks into high gear. Stay sharp, stay true to yourself, and remember that in the face of adversity, your strength lies in how you choose to respond. You've got this.